Hey, welcome to the most comprehensive course on Blort AI on how to go from zero, someone who never used the platform, to a hero, a master of using the tool. If you're a growth operator, content marketer, ad agency, ecom brand owner, TikTok job creator, funnel builder, email marketer, anyone that has to create content or write copy, this tool is going to help you write copy 10 times faster. This tool is built to act like your personal AI writer and researcher. Real quick, I want to introduce myself. My name is Daniel. I've generated over 300 million views and made clients over $1 million through content. And now Blurt AI is about to make it 10 times easier for all of us to do the same. Here's what you're going to get from watching this video. I'm going to be sharing how users have already made over $155,000 using the software Blurt AI. I'm going to break down 6 ways on how you can start using the software today, from beginner, intermediate to advanced. And these are all live examples that people are currently doing right now to sell to people and make money. I'm going to be sharing the best nuggets I've learned in the past 7 months of using AI in my business. And if you stick to the end, I have a free gift for you. My goal with this video is simple. I want to help you make more money. I set a goal to help users make $500,000. So my promise to you is to give you the best practices on how to start using AI to make you money and save you more time. So the purpose of this course is to show you how to use Blurt AI in real business scenarios. This means writing copy 10 times faster, doing your research, writing ads, building funnels, anything that has to do with copy. It's going to help you do it 10 times faster. I've added timestamps for every section of this video just in case you know the basics of Blurt AI and want to skip around. Feel free to do so. But I highly recommend that you like this video so you can come back to it later. This is going to be the most comprehensive resource on Blurt AI on YouTube. And it's also going to be one of the best guides on how to start using AI to script viral videos for you. You're going to want to run through this from start to finish, especially if you plan on using AI to help you script write videos or any sort of content. In this first module, we're going to cover what Blurt AI actually is, how to set it up, and how to build your first practical workflow inside the platform. By the end of the video, you will go from someone who's never used this software to someone who can start leveraging AI to save time and make money. Think of this like training wheels for Blurt AI. We'll start off by explaining what Blurt AI is, sign up for it, and walk you through it step by step. So what is Blurt AI? Think of Blurt AI as your personal AI writer and researcher. You can upload hours of content by just simply copying the link from a YouTube video, Instagram video, PDF, videos from your desktop, whether that be your content, your competitor's content, or someone you're researching. And then you can connect an AI model like ChatGPT, Claude, and you can ask it questions based off of all the information you added to the whiteboard. And the really cool part about this, it's Blurt AI hyper focuses on your content rather than all the database. So it's going to make the copy sound just like you. So let me walk through it live. So again, the software is called Blurt AI. You're going to subscribe here. So once you sign up and create an account, this is where you're going to be. This is going to be the homepage. So you have another demo video here. You can also book a free onboarding call where I would walk you through and show you how to use the software for your purposes. And then you have create a board. I already have a board, but in this case, we're going to act like we're brand new. So what you're going to do is press create board and then just name it whatever you want. In this case, we're just going to go with Daniel, and then you're going to see this. And the way it works is super simple. You can grab any link from a Facebook ad, TikTok video, Instagram video, PDF, YouTube video. In this case, we're going to go to Alex Ramosi and we're going to go to his book launch. We're just going to press Control C and then press Control V and paste it. And as you can see, within seconds, it transcribes the entire video. And I can see the transcript here. If I want just the transcript, I can just copy the entire thing. I can add a purpose. We'll get into that later. And then you can change the title as well. And then the way it works is you press this AI chat right here. And then as you can see, it's going to open up this chat like ChatGPT, like Claude. And the really cool thing about this is you have the latest model. By the time you're watching this, probably ChatGPT 5 is already going to be on here and the latest models. We're constantly updating them. And then in this case, we're just going to go with ChatGPT 4. And then you're going to connect the video to this AI chat. And now you can ask it basically anything. You can say, summarize the video, give me key points. What was the offer? So in this case, let's just go to the chat. I don't like typing, so we added this really cool feature where I can say, so I just connected a YouTube video and I want you to summarize the offer that he gave. What was included in this 6K offer? And then I'm going to press this icon right here and it's going to transcribe the entire video. I don't have to type anything. And then if you're creating a bigger prompt and you're having to type that, you just save so much time there. So as you can see, 6K offer, lead system, sales system, dividing system, profit implementation system. And as you can see, it gives me his $6,000 offer and it tells me everything that's included in that offer. Now I don't have to go sit there and watch the video. This is just a simple way on how it works. I can add more videos. I can add a PDF. I can add my offer. I can do so much more. I just really quick want to show you how it works. So for the next section, we're going to dive into all the features of Blort AI, how to use it so you can get the most out of it. So as you saw a basic idea of how it works. Now we're just going to go over everything so you can see it. So right here, you have the chat. How this works is you can select whatever model you want. You have low cost models, standard models, reasoning models. And then right here, this is a really cool feature. You can select web search, create images, prompts. This is going to be a killer. Like, you're going to want to stick to the end on how this works. We already have prompts. We're adding prompts. You're going to be able to add your own prompt, and it just saves so much time. This is probably going to be one of the biggest nuggets you get from this video. We're going to dive into that later on. And then you have your chat where you can speak to it. And then you can also select this right here. If you like full screen, you can select that, minimize it. This is pretty much just delete. And then if we go to the bottom, this is basically, you know, you can copy the link from YouTube video, Instagram video. If you don't want to press Control V, you can just paste it in here. Same function. You don't have to. I like to just copy it and paste it in the whiteboard. So this fire icon is pretty cool. You can grab anyone's YouTube channel, Instagram profile, TikTok profile, and paste it in here, and you can extract their most viral video, most amount of comment videos. Let me show you how it works. So I'm gonna go to my profile. I'm gonna copy it, the link, and you have to be on this icon. You can't be on the Reels. And then you just paste it here. And then you're going to see this icon right here. As you can see, my Instagram account. And as you can see, I can go by likes, comments, views, latest. I'm going to go for views. And then I'm going to press 6. You can go all the way up to 20. We're going to add more. And then it's going to extract the videos. And as we wait for that to load, it's going to put it in this icon right here. I can make it smaller, but let's talk about some of the other features. So right here, you can upload images, upload videos, like videos from your desktop. You can also upload PDFs, and you don't have to select this and upload it that way. You can literally open up this folder and just drag your videos, and it's going to put them in a group, which is super, super cool. So let me walk you through it live. I'm going to press my folder. These are a few images that I have. I can just paste it in here, and boom. Now they're all in a group as well. And I'll get into the groups later on. But as you can see, I have all the photos. And again, I can just connect all of these to the chat, and I can ask it questions on what does it see. And again, this can be PDF, videos, photos, and it's going to do the exact same thing. Now, if we go on to what we just did above, if I press this right here, it's going to open it up. And as you can see, I put in 5, and it gave me the 5 most viral videos that I created. As you can see, 97,000 likes. I think the video ended up doing like 2 million views. And then I can connect that to this chat as well. And it's going to be able to extract all these videos. I have the transcript as well. If I just want the transcript of their most viral video, I can go to that, or I can just press this icon right here, and it's going to take me to that video. And again, now I can disconnect this, and I can ask it questions based off of these videos. So now let's move on to the next feature. We're going to press this text right here, and it's going to open up this. And again, a really cool feature is by pressing this, you can edit the title. And what I like to do is I like to call it SOP or whatever it is you're putting in. So the reason for that is because when I'm asking this chat, I can say, hey, based off the information in SOP, I want you to pull from that, or I want you to focus on that. And what I like to do with this is I like to basically kind of give it rules, guides, or whatever you want to type. So I can say, hey, here are a few things that are winning for me. Based off of this, make sure to use that in your guideline when you're giving me ads, copy, or whatever. So that's what I like to do with the text here. Use them as just quick like SOPs to just write it in. So now we're going to move on to the next feature. So it's the 99. When I press that, I'm going to have the ability to tap, and then it's going to open up this. And then basically I can just type anything in. I just like to use it for like keeping notes, what this section is for and whatnot. You can change it to heading 3, and then you can play around with whatever you want here. And then this right here, you can just upload websites. Group right here, this is super important. So typically what I like to do is, let's say I'm studying a creator. I'm going to upload their videos in a group. Or if I'm studying another creator, I'm going to upload that in a group as well. That way, I have it separated from everything else. And I'm going to dive into it a little bit more, but a basic idea, again, you can change the title of it, rename it, you can upload it to your competitor's name, your name, so the AI chat understands that. And the really cool thing about this is, again, once you connect it to the chat, it's going to be able to extract all that information from that. So now that we cover all these features down here, we're going to go to this feature up here. So when you toggle this on, it's going to visually analyze the video. So ChatGPT can't do this. So no other software out there can do this. It can basically transcribe the video. You can ask it questions, and then you can also ask it on the visuals, what is being shown. So in ads, short form content, the visuals is a big part on why these videos perform really well or go viral. So this is a really key component right here if you want to use it. And then this icon right here, these are a bunch of shortcuts that we're constantly adding. So for example, if I grab this video, let's say I want to make this all about Alex Ramosi, I can just rename it, put it Alex. One of the shortcuts, it's if I move this around, it's going to make the group bigger. But if I press the video and press Control V, it's going to detach it from the group, and now I can have it out. It just makes it a lot easier. So there's a bunch of shortcuts here that you can play around with. And then the last thing we have is credits. This is basically every single time you press this icon right here, you spin credits. The more videos you have, the more credits you spin. I'm going to dive more into that later on towards the end of the video. So now that we understand the foundations of Blort AI, we're going to move on to the next section. So in this section, we're going to be covering beginner ways to start using Blort AI, medium level on how to use Blort AI, and then advanced levels of using Blort AI. Either I'm using this system or other users are using this system. So these are real life examples that I'm about to share with you. So the first example I'm going to give is actually a use case that I did. And the result of what I'm about to share actually helped this video get 165,000 views. As you can see, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. And the way it works is simple. Basically, what you do is you upload your competitor's content and then you upload your content. So keep in mind, this can be whether that be like a VSL, email, a YouTube video, TikTok shop videos, whatever it is, it's a simple way. It's universal. Upload whoever is winning in your industry, and then you upload your stuff. Then you can ask AI, why is their content performing better? Or what are they doing differently that you can be doing? So let me walk you through it and how it works. And I highly recommend that you open Blort AI right now and follow along. Maybe pause this video so you can set it up. So I'm going to open up a new chat so you can see that I'm starting from the beginning. And this is going to be the first valuable nugget that I share with you. So the first valuable nugget I can share that I've learned in using AI is going to be prompting. So most people are probably getting on here and just saying, hey, I uploaded my competitor's Instagram account. His name is Ryan, and then my account is Daniel. Give me 5 ways on why their videos are outperforming mine. So the reason I decided to do this, to give you a little bit of context as well, as we wait for this, it's my videos ended up doing like 2 million, almost 1 million. But on average, Ryan's videos were outperforming mine. So he was getting like 100K, 500K. So I was like, what is he kind of doing different that I can take away from that? So that's the context behind that. So now that you have context, let's dive into the copy that Blur AI gave me. As you can see, it says 1, strategic use of viral case studies and niche breakdown. Ryan constantly analyzes and reverse engineers the strategies of top performing creators. I always doing that as well. So there's nothing like really valuable here. And this is how most people are using AI, whether that be Blur AI, ChatGPT, Claude, and they're not getting the most out of it. So the lesson here that I learned, it's most AI tools are designed to be lazy employees. And to get the most out of it, you have to be clear on the output you want. So as you can see, here's the normal way most people are using AI. But now here's the way I'm going to use it. So the strategies you gave me, I feel like aren't the best on why we're being different or why his videos are outperforming mine. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to title the 5 bullet points. I want you to pinpoint what Ryan did differently in his video. And then I want you to summarize why you think that works. And then I want you to give me an example on how I can implement it in one of my videos, or explain how I can add it to my videos, or what I should do. Go ahead and do that for 5 bullet points on why Ryan's video are averaging more views than mine. As you can see, I explained a lot more And the really cool thing is I don't have to type all that, but I'm gonna press go and we're just gonna analyze what it does. So as you can see, the first output, it gave me just a title, explain what Ryan did. But as you can see, like it didn't give us the best information. But now let's move on to some of this. You have creator case study storytelling, what Ryan did. It explains what Ryan did, why it worked, how we can implement it. I'm not going to say that AI is always giving me the best response. The really cool thing about this is like, imagine you do it for 5 different creators and you take one valuable nugget from that and implement it in your content or whatever it is you do. That one nugget can be the difference between where you're currently at to outperforming everything you've done in the past. So most of these were like, okay. But the one that really made the needle move was this one right here. Framework and repeatable blueprint. What Ryan did. He often shared simple, catchy content framework, the sandwich method, the CTP storytelling, industry villain. So that right there is what made the biggest difference in my content. So this video right here, if we look at it, it did 165,000 views. And if we go to the video script, I added this right here where Alex Ramosi said, my fancy plan had 3 steps. Usually what I would do is I would just say, here are 2 things he's doing, here are 3 things he's doing. And I wouldn't title what that strategy was. I would just say, the first thing he's doing is this. And I would explain what that is. And I wouldn't give it a title. And in the Alex Ramosi one, he gave it a title. He called it Proof Promise Plan. And by giving it a catchy name, the viewer is like, oh, what does proof mean? What does promise mean? What does plan mean? And then not only did I apply in that content, I took what worked and then I applied it to this video here. This video ended up doing 800,000 views. And if we look at it, I gave the strategy a name, the series strategy. And that made the video perform a lot better. And again, if we look at the other videos, they're doing 500, 5K, 4K. So not only that, if we check out my latest video that did 20,000 views, I haven't posted in about 6 months. As you can see, I give the strategy a name, the call out method. I don't know what it is, but just giving something a catchy name just makes it more interesting rather than saying, oh, the first thing he's doing is this. Explain. That's boring. So as you can see, 20,000 views, over 300 comments. The rest are like mini chat, 600 likes. So again, keep in mind, this doesn't just apply to content. Again, this can be VSLs, emails, ads, whatever it is. You put something that's already working, you put what you're doing and just ask it questions. As you saw, the first valuable nugget, it's how you prompt it. So now let's move on to another beginner-friendly way on how to use it. So in this case, this is a new client I'm working with. His name is Brendan. And this is going to help you do research, write copy 10 times faster. So this can be, again, your content, your competitor's content, a brand you're doing research for. You upload as much information about the brand, stories, how they got started, what they achieved. And then rather than like spending hours reading through something, you can ask it questions. So all of this combined is probably like 5 hours plus worth of content. And I'm just going to upload it and I put it in a group here and I just upload the content. As you can see, this is a Loom video, another Loom video, an interview, a case study of what he's been able to do. And then I'm going to delete this so you can see, and I'm going to start a brand new chat. I'm going to give it context of what I want. We've been using ChatGPT. In this case, I'm going to use Claude. And then I'm going to go to the voice chat and I'm going to say, so I just uploaded a group of videos from my client, Brendan. What I want you to do is I'm trying to find a story so I can write a viral Instagram video. The stories I want from this group, I want negative things that happen to Brendan on growing his real estate media business to 700K. What I want is I want you to give the story a title. I want you to quote Brendan on what he's saying. And then I want you to summarize the quote. Let me press that. And as you can see, AI is going to do its thing. And the really cool thing about this, like I said, you can press on it and it takes you to what it's pulling from. So as you can see, here's what Blort AI did. Story 1, the 300K bankruptcy scare. It quotes him. We were over 300K in the hole. It summarizes it. Story 2, seasonal hiring disaster. It quotes on what he's saying and then it summarizes it. So as you see, it pulled the stories. It pulled a few personal ones that I don't want to share. But as you can see, it does the heavy lifting for me. And I can say, hey, what are 5 positive things that happening in his business. Or maybe you're doing a research on something and you can say, hey, what's the most interesting story on the copy I have now? That's another way. Is like I'm writing an Instagram video for him and I say, hey, what's the most interesting story that best aligns with this video? And then it pulls that story, it quotes him, and does most of the heavy lifting for me. So that's another beginner friendly way of using it. Again, you can upload all the information about your product, your offer, why you have the best product in the world, and you can ask it questions, or from someone you're working with and you just want to get to know who they are as a business a lot faster. Now let's move on to another beginner friendly way on how to use Blort AI. So this is going to be part of the free gift that I give y'all towards the end, but you have to stick to the end to understand how to get it. So if you go here to the prompts, so if you go here to this plus button, you're going to have prompts. And I created one that writes video captions. I get tired of writing video captions for like clients or even hiring someone to do captions. It's just like time consuming and it's super simple to do. So I built this prompt that does it for me. You can upload a Google Drive video. Keep in mind, you can upload a Google Drive video, but in this case, we're just going to use the Instagram video. And I'm not going to play the video yet. I'm gonna press the prompt just so you can see the copy of this. So the reason I'm showing you the copy is because a lot of people say AI is doing some of the work for them, but when you look at the copy, when you look at some of the things it's doing, it's completely trash. So I want to be as transparent as possible. So if you look at this, it says how a 830K car rental side quest almost destroyed our friendship and burned through money faster than we could count it. So overall, like that's a solid caption. Like I would use that caption in my video. Now let's play the video.
Me and my friends started a luxury car rental business, but it turned out to be the biggest financial L we took last year. When you mix business and friends and money gets involved, people can switch up and it's hard to look at them the same. This is Side Quest Gone Wrong, episode 1.
So as you can see, he's telling a story on something that happened in his business, how he spent 100K in a rental business. And the really cool thing about it is I can keep building on it. Like ChatGPT, I can say, hey, I really like the title of 800K. Let's try to come up with 5 different angles that are just as good. Look at this one. We bought 830K worth of luxurious cars and they came back with bullet holes. Like this one's solid. Like I would take this caption and use it for the video. So I really want to showcase that we're actually using the software. Like the copy is coming out. It's really good. It's all about prompting it. So I'm going to be sharing these prompts towards the end of the video. So we covered 3 basic ways of how to use Blort AI. Now we're going to move on to the intermediate level. It's going to be this right here. This isn't my way of using it. This is actually a user who actually used this exact template and made 11K. I'm gonna dive more into that towards the end and proof, but I just really quick want to show you this. What he did was he uploaded an expert in sales and then he uploaded his sales call and then it gave him feedback on why he didn't close the deal. So the reason I put it intermediate is because first, you have to understand who's actually an expert in their industry. Because if you upload someone that isn't good, well, the output is going to be bad. And the second reason I put it at this level is because you have to know what type of content to upload. Again, I don't want to upload every single piece of content that Josh has made. I want to upload all the trainings he's uploaded about sales, live sales training, his advice on sales training. And that's what this user did. And then he uploaded his sales calls to the chat and just said, hey, based off of my phone call, I didn't close the deal. I want you to study everything in group 4 and explain what I could have done better. And then it quoted him on what he could have done better. And he ended up closing multiple deals. I'm going to add a quick screenshot here, but I'm going to talk more about it in the next section. And like I said, don't look at it like, oh, this can only be done in sales. No, you can use this in whatever it is you're doing. So for example, if we move on to the next example, this is actually a client where I wrote viral tweets for him. And again, I understand writing viral videos, but I was like, you know what? Let's see what Blort AI can do. So what I did was, again, I found the best examples of people who talk about how to write viral tweets. And then what I did was I said, based off of these YouTube videos, I want you to write me viral tweets. And I'm going to put screenshots here to show you the proof. And I'm going to give you a quick demo on how it works. So kind of what I did was I first uploaded the good examples and I said, hey, so I just uploaded a group of videos in group 5. There's 2 YouTube videos and they're how to write viral tweets. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to upload my clients' YouTube videos. And what I want you to do is I want you to take the best frameworks from these 2 YouTube videos and build a framework that we can use. So I don't want just generic bullet points. I want a actual framework. I want you to quote what they're actually using in the hook, different formulas that they're using. And I want you to give live examples from the YouTube videos and build build me this framework. So first, I'm just extracting as much information from these YouTube videos on what makes a viral tweet. And then I'm gonna press go and it's going to extract all that information. And notice how I said, quote the video. Don't just give me bullet points. That way, it gives me more information from that. Most people just say, hey, well, what are they using? Write me a viral tweet. And it's just not going to give you the best outcome. So as you can see, it's breaking down the frameworks. It's telling me all this information, yada, yada, yada. And now I'm going to just connect the YouTube videos. So using all the information above about frameworks, hooks, how they structure it, I want you to write me 5 tweets from group 6. This is my client, Matt, and I want you to write me these tweets. Keep in mind to use the framework above and reanalyze the YouTube videos just in case you missed anything. It's going to transcribe it. So now let's look at the tweets. Emotional safety tweet. Men, if your wife is overreacting, it's not the facts that matter. It's whether she feels safe with you. That one's all right, but I feel like maybe we can do a little bit better with the hook. So I'm going to say, hey, so I feel like the overall topics are good. I just feel like the hook doesn't hit like the YouTube videos explain. So I really want you to be controversial in the first hook, restudy the how to write viral tweets, and give me 5 more tweets. Again, the really cool thing about this is you can keep building off the information that was given to you. Boom. Now, look at this. Stop trying to make your wife happy. Like, look at that. It's like, what do you mean stop trying to make your wife happy? It stops you. And what I'm trying not to do in this video is I'm not trying to say AI is going to do all the work for you. It's like what I did was it came up with this line. I might just take this line right here and just write my own tweet. So I'm not trying to say like, AI is going to write everything for you. It's just going to speed up that entire workflow. That's how I wrote these viral tweets. Sometimes they wrote the entire thing. Sometimes they got the body right, but the hook was missing. So I just switched the hook. And the really cool thing about this is like, it makes it sound like the client. Like it's not like ChatGPT where it has so much data. Like this is super hyper focusing on the YouTube videos and focusing on how he speaks. So I hope you see the value in that. And like I said, it doesn't just have to be in the info space. You can upload your product, your email list, whatever it is that you have, you upload that there, provide really good examples of what you're looking to do, and then just ask it questions on that. So now let's move on to the last intermediate level. Like I said, this is going to be towards the end on how to get it. This is by far, like I spent months trying to make it better. And it sounds simple, but like it took me a while to get it right. So I built this prompt where if I press new breakdown, let me start a new chat so you can see. So there's nothing here. Here's the video. I'm not going to play it towards the end. To give you a little context on what I used to do before this software, the reason I had success with my clients and the reason I've been able to create viral videos and no matter what industry it is because I broke down every single frame from every single video, study every single copy. This is how I used to do it before AI. And what I would do is I would then take every single line and just repeat it. So this guy gained 7.2 million followers in 2 years. All I did was I just changed it from guy to this girl, followers to her followers, and time frame. And I would just repeat that over and over and over. And as a result of that, this video ended up doing 800,000 views. The Alex Hormozi one ended up doing 160,000 views. So by taking what's already working, repeating that, and studying it is what allows me to go viral. So I designed this prompt to do exactly that. So again, I can grab any Instagram video. This can be your video, your competitor's video. I can copy that link, go to the board, press Control V, and plug this prompt in. But in this case, we have this video. And what we're going to do is we're going to analyze what it gave us. So if we look at what Blort AI gave me, it broke down every single line. It told me why it works, and it does that for every single line. And there's a motto I kind of like follow. It's like, just like how we work out and we, warm up to lift heavy weights. Sometimes we got to do that to our brain. So by just me reading this, like, oh, she mentioned this, she did this. And looking at that, it just like speeds up my brain to like work a lot smoother. And not only that, look at what else it does. It breaks it down line by line. It also gives you a template. I achieved impressive metric in short time frame, bigger metric, and longer time frame. Wow. Which is a big accomplishment for me. And if you don't know me, my name is Name. And not only that, it gives you a live example. So in this case, it just gave me a fitness transformation content creator. I lost 40 pounds in 3 months and I gained 100K followers in 6 months. Wow. So now let's look at the video and see how close it is to that.
20,000 followers.
So I gained 20,000 followers, big achievement. If we look at the template, I achieved impressive metrics. So this can be money, time, results, in time frame. So I have an understanding like, oh, if I want to recreate this video, here's how I'm going to do it. And let's continue watching the video.
In 2 days and 50K in a month. Wow. Which is a big accomplishment for me. If you don't know me, my name is Moki. I'm a writer, director, artist, not a content creator.
So look at that. It basically warms up your brain to be able to write copy 10 times quicker. And like I said, I'm going to show you towards the end on how to get these prompts. So now we're going to move on to the next section, the more advanced workflows that you can start using. So again, the biggest thing I want to say here, it doesn't just have to be content. It can be emails or whatever it is you're doing that has to do with creating content or writing copy. So to explain it of what's going on, I have a group, it's called Group A, and then it's the client, Brendan, and I uploaded all the information about him. So he has a case study, multiple onboarding calls, and then we have interviews. And my whole goal behind this was I wanted to give AI enough context about who this person is to then be able to write a viral video. I can just upload a viral video that I want to copy, and then it's going to be able to rewrite it for me. So in this case, again, we're going to start with a brand new chat. I just want to give you all a little context of what this is doing. And then what I'm going to do towards the end, I'm going to give you proof that this is writing copy for me and it's actually working. The video is actually went viral. So let me show you how it works. I'm going to connect this video. I'm not even going to play the video because I want to show you that the copy that's coming from Blort AI is writing this. So then we're going to connect that video. We're going to connect this. And then, so I'm gonna give it a long instructions. I'm gonna skip through it, but we're gonna review it in a little. So to give you context, what basically happened is I told AI, hey, study this video on why it went viral. Then what I want you to do is I want you to create a template from this video that we can use. And then after it creates all of that, I want it to then analyze Group A and tell me what story best fits this viral video. And what I noticed is in some of the copy, it is pulling from his younger childhood. I don't necessarily want a younger childhood. I want it to be more about his real estate business. So I'm gonna do this part live because the first part just took a lot longer. And I'm gonna say, hey, so what I want you to do, it's step 3. I don't like the story you selected. I don't want it to be about his childhood. I want it to be more about the real estate business he scaled. So again, study the Instagram video, study the template you created above, but make it more about Brendan's journey as a growing his real estate media business. And again, use the Instagram video as the template. And now, as you can see, this is still the same chat. It's not nothing crazy. I'm gonna just paste that in, and then we're gonna look at the copy that it gives me. So now let's look at the copy Blort AI gave me. So it says, here's the script. This is me, Brendan, a 30-year-old who scaled his real estate media business to $7 million in 4 years by going all in. I saw my friend Kobe drowning in his real estate photography business, and I thought, why can I help him scale this? And as you can see, it like tells me his entire story on how he scaled his business. And the really cool thing about it is like, what I like to do with this is I like to get that first draft in. I like, oh, I can change this. I can build on that. Hey, I feel like it didn't tell this story. I can improve this. And I'll just keep building to that. And now let's look at the video that was given.
Me so long, an 18-year-old who changed his life in 6 months by building a personal brand. I saw all these people online making millions with their socials, and I thought, why can't I do the same? So I picked up my phone and started posting.
So it tells the story on how his personal brand changed his life. This tells the story on how he scaled his business to $7 million a year. And it writes that first draft for me. Like that's the biggest thing I wanted. I just wanted that first draft, pick the story that best fits it. Give me the first draft so I can then take it and then execute it and change whatever I need to change or have AI change some of the things I need. I think the second nugget here is a lot of people want AI to do everything for them when it comes to copy. But like, I feel like it's not there right now. I feel like use AI as an assistant to speed up the workflow, to give you that first draft. So that's how I like to think about it. So real quick, I want to share a live example. So this video ended up doing 82,000 views. We used that same exact method that I just showed you and rewrote it, and it did 75,000 views. I'm gonna share the other one in a little, but I want to go back to this. So that's one advanced way on how to use it. You just upload as much content about you or whoever you're trying to do research for, and then upload whatever you want to copy and, ask Blurt AI to copy. And I'm going to give you some prompts towards the end to help you out with this process. So the next few ways, I'm just going to do more of the talking and show you the systems behind it rather than like showing you every single step, because I want to share a lot of advanced ways so you can get the most out of this video. So I haven't shared this before, but I'm going to share it here first. I really wanted to put Blurt AI to the test. So what I did was I was like, I already have skill in going viral. So what if we decide to, start up a e-com brand, a dropshipping store to see if it can help us make sales, write the ads for us, write the websites for us. So that's exactly what we did. So if I share proof, this is a brand new store. And as you can see, it ended up making us like $500 in total. And again, like we already shut it down. Like the whole goal was just to test if Blurt AI could do this. And again, it's something I didn't have a lot of expertise in, but Blurt AI helped me. So I'm going to walk you through how we use Blurt AI in this process. So the first thing I did was I uploaded all the information about the product in this folder right here. So this tells me everything about the product. As you can see, it's a long doc that just explains the benefits, what it's good for. And then I uploaded a section of a brand that's already crushing it. Like they're doing like $1 million a month or even more. And then I uploaded the video I wanted to copy. And here's how I worded the prompt. I said, hey, so I uploaded a text that has my product, all the benefits. I uploaded a brand already doing $1 million a month with their content and ads. What I want you to do is I want you to study the TikTok video of a video I want to copy. I like the overall structure of the video. What I want you to do is I want you to keep everything about the video. I just want you to change where they mention their product and mention my product, mention my benefits. And then from that, it would take all the information, it would rewrite the script, it would keep the overall script the same, and it would just change the part where he's talking about their product and make it about our product. And again, I just wanted to put this to the test. We already closed down the store. We refunded all the people. I just wanted to see if this can actually write viral ads for a new product that have no idea of what it kind of does. And it helped me just learn everything about it 10 times quicker. So now I want to move on to the next section where we talk about how users have made over $150,000 using Blort AI. We're going to talk about how they use the software and show proof. Well, the first one is actually me. So I helped this client get 3.1 million views using Blurt AI. And I'm going to show you how I did it. So as you can see, I uploaded his YouTube videos. I uploaded his most viral reels. And I uploaded a framework. And here's how I did it. So basically, I gave it context. I remember I saw this video that ended up going viral. And I liked the way they structured the video. They gave the problem like it was their problem right here. And then they said, oh, a client came to me. And then they explained it like, oh, here's what they're dealing with. And then he explained what he did. So what I did was I said, hey, this is what I need help with. You can pause this and read it if you want. And then what I did was I uploaded multiple sales calls to understand what the men were dealing with. And then I asked it, I said, hey, based off of all these sales calls, what are the top 10 most painful things men are dealing with? Now if we move to the copy, top 10 most painful things the prospect is going through. And it labels each one from the sales calls I uploaded. And the one I went with, I'm not going to say it here, but it's this one right here. Then I told it, hey, using the framework that I gave you, I want you to write a hook based off of, the topic I picked. And if we look at the copy it gave me, as you can see, this is Blurt AI. It says, my wife makes intimacy into a chore. I can see it in her eyes. I decided to just take this hook and I gave him this to build off of. And now if we look at the video that we created.
My wife turns intimacy into a chore. She's never in the mood and it always feels really one-sided. I heard this from a client this week, and I've heard this from hundreds of men. So what this means is she's not...
So it gave me that hook, and then I just had him follow the framework we had. I gave him an idea of what it should sound like. And this video brought in a bunch of leads, 3 million views, and I think it did like 1.2 million views on Instagram. And now let's look at the next example. So this example here, we did one of the methods we talked about earlier where we uploaded a viral video. I uploaded all the information about the client. I asked it, hey, turn this video into a template, rewrite it based on how my client talks and his stories. 75,000 views. This video did 500,000 views. This one did 35,000 views. And then we got people to comment. And those people that commented, they then were pushed to this YouTube video. And this video is ranked in SEO. It's one of his best performing videos. And the funny thing is, I used all the information that I got from my client. And I said, hey, give me a list of at least 10 bullet points that we can make this YouTube video about. So it didn't write everything for me, but it gave me an idea of like it quoted on what he talked about. I was like, oh, I can do a bullet point here and he can talk about this. So it just helped speed up that entire process. And that's another way. So now let's go into another way. This user ended up making $11,000 because of Blurt AI. His name is Panos. I'll probably add his profile if you want to check him out. Ask him any questions as well. So he's the guy that uploaded the sales call training, and he uploaded his sales call. He gave him feedback on June 4th. Again, I've been building this for a long time, so that's why the dates are there. And then one day later, he took that feedback and then closed the client. And that month, he ended up doing 11K. And then not only that, it's also helping him book sales calls. He's uploading the conversation he had, and then he's uploading into the chat and is saying, hey, here's what you can say. Here's how I would approach it. And again, he's not just taking it word for word. He's like, oh, that's a good way of using it. I'm going to take some of that. I'm going to delete this and then use it in the copy or reach out to the person. And I'm actually doing an interview with him, which is going to be dropping soon. So again, he made 11K using Blurt AI. And the funny thing is, he loves the software so much that he actually told his sister to start using the software. And as you can see, this is before she started using the software, 15, 14K, which is still good. But now she's using the software 47,000 views. So this is another creator who's been able to make money and go viral using the software. Feel free to check her out. But it's in Spanish, and it's basically said this software allowed her to make a video that got 200,000 views, 2,000 followers, and the video ended up doing like 300 people ended up commenting on her lead mag. All she did was she uploaded a viral video she liked, she uploaded enough context about her, and then she said, hey, rewrite this viral video. And this is the video that it rewrote for her. Here's another crazy case study. This guy, Dennis, he used Blurt AI to help script out all his YouTube videos, and he closed 40K in contracts. And the crazy part about this is he only has 92 subscribers. His video averaged around 60 to 80 views per video. And I'm gonna walk you through what he did. So what he did was he uploaded the best videos out there on how to write viral YouTube videos. And then he uploaded all the information about him, his YouTube videos, his past YouTube videos, more information about him, another onboarding call. And the way he uses it, it's different from me, which I think I'm gonna start implementing. He will do a quick outline of what he wants the video to be about. Then he asks Blurt AI to, take the information on how to write viral YouTube videos, all his information, and then give him a first draft. And then with that first draft, he'll go record it. And again, it wouldn't write everything for him and he wouldn't use everything, but it gives him really good bullet points that he can go off of. And the really cool part about this is I'm doing an interview with him as well, and we're going to be dropping that as well. So you can feel free to check that out. So these are the viral tweets showcasing proof of that. Here's another user, the client's views before using Blurt AI. Here are the views now. And again, the way she did it was she just uploaded a bunch of good examples and just had it rewrite them. And as you can see, 53,000 views, 17,000 views, 34,000 views. I always use Blurt AI. Another really cool case study. Blurt AI is awesome. I was able to cut down my creative process in half, save our team time and expensive from hiring more people. So not only are we helping people make more money, we're also saving them time and money of not having to hire other people because they can write copy a lot quicker. So this really blows my mind and makes me happy because this user is using Blurt AI to make over $100,000 a month. He doesn't want to be shown, so he just sent me proof. But the way he's doing it's kind of similar to what I showed you in the past of how I did ecom and started that new ecom brand. But as you can see, here's proof here. And this other user right here, he's saying that he's making 1,000 to 2,000 static ads. And the way he's using it, he's using it to translate his German ads or static ads and having them rewrote in English. And he's also breaking down the static ads and having it break it down and explain why these videos are working. As you can see, his board is crazy. He has pictures, it's analyzing the pictures. He has examples, SOPs, more information, and he's writing all that stuff out. So here's another really cool way users are using our platform. They're actually using it to clip up content. So they're uploading hours and hours and hours of content, and they're building out systems where it finds the most interesting parts of that, and it tells them, like I showed y'all, it tells them what video is pulling from and gives them the timestamp, which is really cool right here. He gave me an example, like this video ended up doing 22,000 views, and he said, like, look, this is an old video. It would have took me ages to find this video, and he was able to find it because of Blurt AI. And again, shout out to him. His name is Philip. He's an awesome guy. And the guy he's clipping for is making like 400K. And again, it's like not everything is because of Blurt AI. Like a lot of these people have skills. They're just using Blurt AI to amplify their skills and work a lot faster. And then we have another user here that was able to make 3K using Blurt AI. And again, I don't want to take credit from any of these people because they have skills. Blurt AI just helped them do research, helped them take one of their process and just do it a lot faster. There's a lot more users having success. I just wanted to highlight these. And now we're going to move on to the next section. So this next section, what I want to cover is the most asked questions about Blurt AI. I take care of all the onboarding calls, and these are the top 3 questions that users and non-users ask about Blort AI. So let's start off with the first one. So the first question is, what makes Blurt AI different from getting ChatGPT Plus or Claude Plus? Which makes sense because we have both of these integrated into Blurt AI. So the first difference is the fact that, as you saw earlier in the video, we didn't have ChatGPT 5, but within 4 hours, we updated and added ChatGPT 5, which brings us to the first benefit of Blurt AI. You get all the AI models all under one subscription. So you don't have to pay for all these pro plans. You can just pay for one subscription and get everything under Blurt AI. So for example, a lot of the users found that ChatGPT does a really good job on extracting information, but Claude does a better job on having a conversation in terms of copy, giving you variations of hook and whatnot. So that's a really cool plus right there. The second thing that I think makes it the biggest difference is the amount of information and the fact that you can separate things. So for example, if I was to copy these YouTube videos on how to make a viral tweet, I can obviously copy the transcript here, and then I can paste it into ChatGPT. And then the thing is, once I paste it to ChatGPT and I start having hours of conversation, let's say I have a conversation with this chat for the next 2 days, well, that conversation, that data keeps on getting pushed up. And when you start referencing those old conversations, ChatGPT starts to hallucinate, and then you have to re-upload the same YouTube video. And to get the transcript of that YouTube video, you might have to download it, then put it into another software. And with Blurt AI, you just copy the link of that YouTube video, and then you have the transcript, and it's automatically connected to it. And you don't have to sit there and keep adding the same script over and over for ChatGPT to remember. And the same thing goes with Claude. Let's say I was going to turn this YouTube video into a PDF so I can upload it into Claude's project plan. I would paste the YouTube video and then I would turn it into a PDF. So these are already multiple steps I have to take in order to use Claude project feature, where with Blurt AI, again, I just have to copy the link of any video PDF, and then it's going to be there and I can connect it to the chat. Now I have to go to Claude. I'm going to upload the YouTube video as a PDF. And as you can see, I already used up 94% of the capacity that I'm able to use on the free plan. And let's say the pro plan has unlimited usage. Well, if I still don't want to talk about this YouTube video, I have to disconnect it. And then by the time I already downloaded multiple things, I have to go sit through my folder and find that document again. But with Blurt AI, I don't have to do that. Let's say I no longer want how to write viral tweets and I want to upload something about emails. Well, I just disconnect that and then I still have everything else. I don't have to go sit through my folder and find that same file someone sent me or I downloaded, which just makes it more convenient. You're able to work faster and you're not getting distracted by other tasks. Like imagine this, imagine having to upload 20 YouTube videos over and over and over because ChatGPT starts hallucinating because all the data you're giving it, or Claude, you're having to delete and then re-upload the same YouTube videos or PDF just to start over. Where with Blurt AI, you just disconnect things and then it all stays on the whiteboard. And when you need to reuse it, all you do is connect it back to the chat, which just makes it super convenient. And I guess to drive this point home, imagine having to upload all these YouTube videos to ChatGPT or Claude, and then when you don't need them, you have to disconnect them, and then you have to re-upload them again. Or with Blurt AI, if you no longer need them, just disconnect it from the chat. It's still going to be on the whiteboard, and chances are you're probably going to need it again, and all you have to do is connect it back to the chat. And the second most asked question I get, it's, what is too much content? Like, how much content should I upload about this specific topic, this specific brand or competitor? And this is what I found to work best for me and for other users. So it doesn't matter how much content you upload. What I think matters most is how you group those pieces of content. So for example, you want to identify what is the outcome you're trying to get from the project you're working on. So for example, this was to write viral tweets. And as you can see, I separated these YouTube videos to have their own group, because I might not need this group all the time. Maybe I already pulled all the information and now I just want to focus on these YouTube videos. But also with these YouTube videos, I was very specific about it. These are all just like more raw talk of him just yapping to the camera on what he's able to do. And then I also separated his Instagram videos because these are more structured to go viral. These aren't structured to go viral. So now I can disconnect group 5 on how to write viral tweets. And I can say, hey, based off of these YouTube videos, I want you to pick an idea from these YouTube videos and structure it like the viral Instagram videos. So I'm able to get more out of the groups I have by just providing it and separating it with the right information. So to drive this point home as well is if we look at these groups here, he has SOPs, rules that he wants Blurt AI to follow. And then he also puts good examples in a group as well. And then he uploads all the raw YouTube videos or old YouTube videos that he wants to clip from in a group. And he's separating everything. That way he can, tell Blur AI, hey, I want you to focus on this group. Hey, I want you to focus on this. Imagine if he had all the offers or all the context in just one group, and it might just make the response mediocre. So all the people using Blur AI at a high level, they're all making groups for certain outcomes. So again, this can be the SOP. This can be live examples. This can be examples he already done. This can be your competitors group. And then that way you're able to, get the best out of Blur AI and ask it very specific questions about groups. So hopefully that answers your question. So the last question is, how does credit work for Blur AI? So as you can see here, I have 8,000 credits, and the way it works is very simple. The more content you have, the more credits you spend per click. So for example, if I'm just pulling both of these Instagram videos that are mine and I start asking it questions, well, it's not going to spend as much credits. But if we look at this example here, I have a lot more data, which is just like 6 reels. This is still not going to spend a lot. You start spending a lot when you have like 30, 40 YouTube videos. And a really cool trick about it is, let's say you're done with a specific group right here. You can just disconnect that and save credits. So again, a basic idea of how credits work. Well, the more work AI is going to do, making it spend more credits. So speaking of credits, here's our offer at Blort AI. So for the basic plan, it's $39 and you get 4,000 credits. And so for the pro plan, it's $59 and you get 8,000 credits. But if you get the yearly, you save a little bit of money and you get 4,000 credits each month. And then for the pro plan, it's $39. And Dennis, the guy that made 40K from YouTube by Blur AI helping him script write the YouTube videos, this is the plan he has. And he says this is plenty enough for him not to run out of credits. He's able to upload, as you saw, 30 YouTube videos, and he doesn't have a problem with credits. So if you plan on using AI and integrating AI into your content, I highly recommend this one. But if you made it this far, I have a special gift for you. So I'm going to give you all my best prompts on me using Blur AI that has helped me get millions of views and other users that I have given to help them get hundreds of thousands of views. I'm going to give that to you away for free. Not only am I giving you all that, but if you get the basic yearly plan, I'm going to upgrade it to the pro plan only for the next 30 days. So you're going to save over $100 if you get this offer right now. And not only that, if you get this offer right now in the next 30 days, I am going to personally hop on a call with you and help you integrate it and walk you through Blur AI. That way you can start using Blur AI as soon as possible to make your money back. And you're not going to see this offer anywhere else. So if you want the free prompts and you want this offer, DM me the word Blur AI on Instagram. That way I can send you the link so you can sign up. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you found this video valuable, and make sure to subscribe so you stay up to date with all the latest information about Blur AI.